Hello and welcome to today's video lesson. I'm Mr. Manella and joining me as always is my assistant, Stu. How you doing today, Stu?
I'm fantastic!
That's good. It's hard to learn when you're not feeling good.
Oh yeah. Remember that time you tried to teach me how to brush my teeth, but I wasn't feeling good because I ate too many Takis and I barfed all over your shirt!
That is not something one easily forgets.
Well, at least I gave your shirt a new pattern.
That's true. You know, I've always admired your positive outlook on life. You know that?
It's hard to be negative when you never have to put on pants. Know what I mean?
I am absolutely not answering that. We need to move on and get started. Today, we're going to be turning decimals into fractions and back again.
You mean like how Harry Potter does transfiguration?
No, it isn't magic. It's math. But sometimes I get the two of those things confused too.
I have never mixed up math and Harry Potter.
Not Harry Potter, just magic in general. Okay, so in our last video we learned about decimal names like tenths and hundredths and thousandths, okay? That's called decimal place value. Today we're going to be learning about how to write decimals as fractions. Let's take a look. Let's start with a basic decimal. What is this one called?
2/10.
Correct. So, how do we write that as a fraction?
Why are you asking me? You're the teacher.
It was a rhetorical question.
Oh.
Fractions have two parts. There's the numerator, that's the top, and the denominator, that's the bottom. For example, here in 1/2, the 1 is the numerator and the 2 is the denominator. So how do we turn a decimal into one of those? It's actually pretty simple. All you need to do is make the digits in your decimal the numerator and the name of the last decimal place the denominator, like this. The digit in my decimal is 2, that's my numerator, and the decimal place is tenths, so that becomes my denominator. Not too hard, right? Let's try it with hundredths now. Okay, here's my next decimal, 64 hundredths. How will that look as a fraction? What will my numerator be? Remember, it's the digits in the decimal.
So 64.
That's right, 64. And my denominator, remember, it's the name of the last decimal place.
Well, that's hundredths, so your denominator must be 100.
That's right, it must be 100. Okay? Perfect. Now let's do thousandths. Here we have 418 thousandths. What will my numerator be?
418! And your denominator is 1,000!
Right on both counts. And that is all there is to it. Now, to go the other way, from a fraction to a decimal, all you need to do is put a 0 and a decimal point in front of your numerator and then make your denominator disappear like it never existed.
Oh!
Sorry, Mr. Denominator. Let's take a look at a demonstration. Okay, so here's the fraction. In order to turn it into a decimal, we put a 0 and a decimal point in front of the numerator, we get rid of our denominator, and that's it. We're done. So here's the decimal, 0.59 or 59 hundredths. See how easy that was? But wait! One very important note. This only works if the denominator is 10, 100, or 1,000. Or any power of 10, but you're not going to work with anything bigger than 1,000 as a denominator right now. Don't go trying this with 3/4. It won't work.
Why not?
Because dividing by powers of 10 has very special rules, and a fraction is really just a division problem. We'll learn more about fractions as division and dividing by powers of 10 later. Remember how I said we'd use it for naming really small numbers too? That's how. But for now, you're just going to have to trust me.
I don't know. You did make me take a bath.
You liked it. You even said so. You keep asking me about bath bombs.
That's because I want to blow up the tub.
Uh-huh, sure. You know what a bath bomb is, you know it doesn't do that, and we both know you just want to smell like flowers.
The heart wants what the heart wants.
So, to recap, to turn a decimal into a fraction, you just make the digits of the decimal your numerator, and you make the denominator whatever place the decimal goes to, whatever the last place is. To go the other way, to make a fraction into a decimal, you put a decimal point in front of the numerator and then a 0 in front of that, and you get rid of the denominator. But remember, that only works if your denominator is 10, 100, or 1,000. Got it?
Seems simple enough. I got it.
Great. This concludes our video lesson. See you next time.
Bye!